late, but okay. Here I go. Yeah, good afternoon. So in yesterday class, we talked about the linear equation. We talked about quadratic equation. In today's class, we will continue with this one. In evening also, we have a mock analysis today. So I will take up that portion as well. I think all of you are coming for that one. So there are few rules that have been made. Reason is because we want at least all of you to be dedicated towards your work. So in Algebra 2, we are going to talk about cubic equation or higher degree equation. Fine. So we are talking about higher degree equation here. So whenever it comes as a higher degree equation, the first equation that all of you should be aware of is a cubic equation. So I know if there's a curve like this, y is equal to x cube is a curve. I know if x is 0, y is 0, x is 1, y is 1, x is 2, y is 8, x is 3, y is 27. You can see it is a steeper increment. Similarly, if you are looking at -1, it is -1, it is -2, it is -8, it is -3, that comes out to be -27. So I'll say it is a cubic equation. The cubic equation behavior will be like this. The changes will be steeper. That's why it is coming like this one. So this is a cubic equation. Now, yesterday, I think yesterday only we talked about algebra. One thing that you need to take care is there's a difference between point of intersection and the roots. For example, if there is a curve like this and there's a curve like this point is point of intersection. But what about the roots? They are not the common roots. The root of this is here because y should come out to be 0 at that particular value of x. And the root of this is imaginary because it is hanging in there. So you need to understand this part is whenever we are talking about the root, there may be a point of intersection is what you are going to find initially, but at those point of intersection, are you getting y equals to 0? So if y is not coming out to be 0, it will not be applicable. I hope it is clear. For example, you got two parabola, one is like this and second is like this. You got these are the 2 points of intersection, but are they root? No, they are not the root. But yes, if this curve is intersecting like this, then these two are not only the point of intersection, they are also the root because y comes out of these 0. I hope it is clear. Now, taking you to the some of more questions which were asked there in CAT earlier. Just a second. I think I've already shared algebra sheet with you. Have you got it? Okay. Just a second. Just give me 1 minute. Let me open the exercise. I'm sure now it is visible to you. This is what we did yesterday. I think question number 35th was the last question we talked about. Question number 37th also we discussed in the last class. Question number 45th was also done. I'm sure it was done yesterday. Okay, let's come to question number 51. What should be the answer of question number 51 here? Please try to solve question number 51. Fine, Paras, it is here. I'll share it soon. Kindly solve it. I'm sure that I have shared this sheet with you. Let me check. Yes, the same sheet has been shared. Try to solve question number 51 now. You can see one is cubic equation, second is quadratic equation. Then it says, consider the two curves in xy plane, which of the following statement is true when x lies only between -2 to +2. Okay, Paras, Gaurav. Okay, Danish, Suraj, Duty, and Jia, Gaurav, Snehal. Paras changed his answer now. Yojit, I'm sure it is visible to you. Okay, Gunjan.
Till Roshan puts.
So some singer is there also. We can also plan one day where you can sing the songs. So Shivam Gupta, okay. Shivam, your answer is different from the rest of the people. Now look at this. Whenever we talk about the point of intersection means the same values of x and y are going to satisfy here. I'll equate the equation. I'll say x cubed plus x squared plus 5 is equal to x squared plus x plus 5. This 5 will get cancelled out. X square get cancelled out. I'll say x cube minus x is equal to 0. X is common. I can say x square minus 1 is equal to 0. I'll say x is equal to 0 or x square is equal to 1. That means x square is equal to plus minus 1. So after this, I'm sure you can write it as x is equal to plus minus 1. The point of intersection is x is equal to 0. X is equal to plus minus 1. How do you try it? By putting 0 at x is equal to 0. Both are 0. At x is equal to 1, both of them are 7. At x is equal to minus 1, this is minus 1 plus 1, 5. The plus 1 minus 1, 5. So both of them are coming out to be 5. So how many point of intersection do they have? The two curves intersect once, twice, or thrice. The answer will come out to be thrice here. I'm not audible, Sneha? What about others? Am I audible to you?
Sir, so there are 3 roots of the equation, hence the graph will intersect thrice.
Sorry, I think you joined late. I have been telling it. These are not the roots. They are point of intersection. Root means y should come out to be 0. So if someone is asking you how many roots are there, can anyone tell me how many common roots do they have? These are just point of intersection. How many roots do they have? Can anyone answer that? Okay, Paris. Okay, Gunjan. Why, Gunjan? Why one? Could you please switch on your microphone and tell me why it is one?
Sir, it's for the point 1, 0.
Okay, at 1, it is coming out to be 0. Y is coming out to be 0. That is what you are saying.
Yes.
Okay, just put 1 here. Don't believe on me. Just put x is equal to 1. 1 cube plus 1 square plus 5. You say that it is coming out to be 0 here.
Sorry, no.
So how did you say that it is coming out to be 0? So can you say it is the root of the equation? Gunjan, can I say this is the root of the equation?
No, no, no.
Yes. So there are no common roots. Soumya Gupta, I don't know whether you were present, but I have given a good, I did a good talk on roots. Roots are the values where y comes out to be 0, where the curve intersect with the x-axis is known as a root. If you are equating the two equations, you are going to find out the point of intersection. These 3 points at x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to -1, you are getting the same values of y. That's why they are point of intersection. They are not the roots. For roots, y needs to come out to be 0. So they will have distinct roots. Yes, their roots will be completely distinct. Their roots will not come out to be same here. Fine, everyone. Is it clear to each one of you? Okay, fine. Let's come to the next one then. What about question number 63? Can you answer it? Read carefully what it is saying here. The number of roots common between the two equations. These are the two equations given. You need to find out the common roots here. Come on, try out. Start with this. To the all gentlemen and gentle ladies. So I'll say that it is x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 should be equal to x cube plus 2x square plus 7x plus 3. I want to find out the common point of intersection. The point of intersection is x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. I'll say it is x minus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. I'll say the value of x comes out to be 1 and 2. Now, when you put 1 and 2 here, you can see all coefficients are positive. If you are putting 1 here or you are putting 2 here, all of them are positive. How can their summation be coming out to be 0? So I will say no, the sum will not come out to be 0. If the sum is not coming out to be 0, that means they are just point of intersection. Yeah, Yanika, intentionally I have said that. Don't worry. Ladies, nowadays, ladies are also gentle. So that's why gentlemen and gentle ladies. So x is equal to 1 and 2, both of them are coming out to be positive. So you will say, no, they are not coming out to be 0. I hope it is clear to all of you. Anyone, any query here? So the answer is coming out to be none of the common roots. Soumya, you remember we discussed about roots. For roots, my dear, y needs to come out to be 0. X की वो value जिसमें y 0 आए, they can be only the roots. So I will say no, they are not the roots, they are point of intersection. यही तो नहीं समझना सौम्या जी. Should not consider it to be the roots. मैं बार बार इसलिए कह रहा हूं क्योंकि कल पारस ने बड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा. And I know this is something which is very common because I also thought when I was solving, okay, ठीक है, point of intersection निकालना, बच्चों को निकाल के दे दिया. But then he asked, are they point of intersection or what is the difference in that? So then I explain it and I start considering that yes, most of the people are not able to understand it. That's why I'm repeating it as Ashish, sir, if there would have been negative sign, yes, then I would have tried it. Ashish Agarwal, then I surely have tried it that are they coming out to be 0 or they may be coming out to be some negative or positive value. In that case, I would say no roots are common there. Fine.
But sir, पहले से 0 दे रखे हैं is equals to 0, तो y is equals to 0 ही होना.
हाँ, y 0 होना चाहिए.
सर फिर ये वो नहीं हुए, roots नहीं हुए.
हाँ, तो there will be no common root, my dear. They are just point of intersection. ठीक है? Can you find out this one? Yes, Yanika, I'm trying my best. Could you answer question number 73 now? Try to get the answer. Yes, Soumya. Soumya has asked me to explain this question. So Soumya ji, what is here is that at x is equal to 0, f0 means I'm going to put x is equal to 0 here. So I'm getting 0 cube minus 4 into 0 plus p. If you put it 1, so it is 1 cube minus 4 into 1 plus p. I'm saying that they are opposite sign. This may be a positive, this may be a negative, or this is negative and this is coming out to be positive. Then which of the following is necessary to? Fine. So good. Jia and Gunjan has got some answers. Now I think you can try it. Okay, Suraj also got some answer. Sparsh also got some answer. And the beauty is that I have got all 4 options so far. Okay, Devraj, Gaurav, Manish. Snehal, Beauty, Utkarsh, Jia. Almost I've got all options. मुझे A भी बोला है, सिद्धांत, B भी बोला है, C भी आया, D भी ऑप्शन है. स्पर्श श्रीवास्तव, आशीष अग्रवाल, आयुषी कालरा. Ayushi ji, how come you're coming, you're attending class after such a long interval? Paras Mahajan, Shivam Gupta, opposite sinks नहीं है वो, opposite sign है वो. अच्छा हाँ वो typing error है.
सिंस ही लिखा है, तभी तो मैं देख के परेशान हो रही हूँ.
So you are trying to sing?
73 में लिखा है सिंस.
हाँ तो you are trying to sing? Okay, Ayushi. So, no, that is fine. I'm really sorry for this typo error. You're right, ma'am. They're of opposite sign. So I know if one is positive, second is negative, the product of these value will come out to be what? One is positive, second is negative, one is negative, second is positive. The product of the value needs to be negative. When negative multiply with positive, you get what? You get negative. So what do you get from here? You get only p, because by putting x is equal to 0, you get just p. This is 1 minus 4 is 3. So p minus 3 is also coming out of it less than 0. If you put them equal to 0, you will get 2 points. One is p is equal to 0, second is p is equal to 3. On number line, you're getting a 0.0, you're getting a 0.3. The product of two values coming out to be less than 0. So if you are going to take any number in between this, if any number is coming out to be in between this, say 1, you put x is equal to 1. So it is 1 into 1 minus 3, which is negative. The product is coming out to be less than 0. So that's why I'll say that p needs to be a value which is going to lie between 0 to 3. So that's why p is the correct answer. Is it fine, everyone? Danish, it is saying that at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to 1, they are coming off opposite signs. Opposite sign means when you put x is equal to 0, I have replaced x is 0 minus 4 into 0 plus p. Second, when you put it 1 minus 4 plus p. So if one is positive, second is negative, or first is negative, second is positive, the product of these two values will come out to be less than 0. So by putting them equal to 0, you get two numbers 0 and 3. So on a number line, if you are getting 0 and 3, you know x needs to be lying in between 0 to 3. Is it fine, Yanika Jina? Whenever a negative multiply with positive, it is coming out to be negative. Whenever a positive multiply with negative, it is coming out to be negative. Danish? Okay. Any doubt?
सर 0 से 3 के बीच में कैसे आया, मतलब मेरे को समझ नहीं आया।
अच्छा,
हमने कोई
हमें
वैल्यू
पता
पुट की
चला
है।
P into, हाँ बता रहा हूँ, product is this. You will individually put them equal to 0. You get P is equal to 0 and P is equal to 3. Now, if you take a number which is more than 4, it is positive. It is positive. You will say no, it is not satisfying. If here it is not satisfying, you can also put value here. It will not satisfy. So it will satisfy only in this range. You put a value of x is equal to 2. So you know 2 is positive. 2 minus 3 is negative. Negative into positive is negative. So I'll say, okay, the value which is going to satisfy here is in between 1 and 3. That's why the answer is 1 and 3. Okay. Suraj, fine. Very good, Shivam. Shivam Gupta has asked me, why did you take product? Don't take product. One value is positive, P is greater than 0. Second is P minus 3 is less than 0. We'll say P is less than 3. ठीक है, तो 0 and 3 के बीच में आ गया आपका, तो एक पॉजिटिव एक नेगेटिव. आपने कहा नहीं सर, I'll consider this to be negative and this to be positive. So I'll say P is less than 0, but from this you will get P is greater than 3. Is it possible that a number is less than 0 as well as greater than 3? No, that's why you can eliminate it. Is it fine, Shivam Gupta? You can also do it by this, by considering one positive, second negative, or first negative and second positive. But why did I write here product is? Reason is it is very simple. Because right now you are taking the cases, but you know whenever a negative multiply with positive, the product comes out to be negative. That's why I multiplied there. अच्छा ऐसा है, रख के देखिए आप, क्या 4 satisfy कर रहा है? What is 4 into minus 1? So people who are saying this, this is always applicable. Utkarsh, yeah, when they are coming out to be by putting 0, you are getting P. Here it is coming out to be P minus 3. Now they are of opposite sign. I'll put less than 0. You'll put 0, you will put 3. You are putting 1 here. 1 is negative and this is positive. If you are putting 4 here, this is positive. This one is also positive. So both of them are coming out to be positive. How come it is satisfying, Utkarsh? Am I right? Yes, Ashish Agarwal, it will always work. उत्कर्ष जी 4 रखने पे ये पॉजिटिव आ जाता है. This is 4 is positive. 4 minus 3 is positive. How can the product be less than 0? I hope it is clear now. Question number 79. You can try out now this one. Good. Spur, Shivam, Utkarsh, Soumya Gupta. Manish. No, Suraj. Check again. Gaurav. Now it is correct, Suraj. Siddhant. Siddhant, try it again. Duty, Paras, Snehal, Jia. Okay, here I go. The first thing that all of you need to analyze is there are two variables involved in an equation. it would be always feasible if you are going to write one variable in the form of another variable. What does that mean? X plus y is equal to x1. I'll take y on this side. Y is common, x minus 1 is equal to x. Y is equal to x upon x minus 1. This is the ratio of two consecutive numbers. Fine. Now, I know any number in the world, if it has a 0, the denominator may be anything other than 0 will be satisfying. Yes, they are not same values. So you can say 0 upon minus 1 is 0. So I know when x is 0, y is also coming out to be, 0. The second thing in the world is whenever the denominator is 1, any number having denominator is 1, it is coming out to be a natural number or an integral. So I know x minus 1 is equal to 1, x comes out to be 2. This is second value. The second thing you can analyze that 4 by 3, then it is 5 by 4, 6 by 5. When the difference between the two is coming out to be 1, they are never coming out to be integral value. No, never. They will never be integer value. Is that fine, everyone now? So how many values are coming there? There are 2 values coming there. In fact, Spurge also said that it was discussed in the classroom. I'm sure that we must have discussed it in the similar way. Okay, Paris, yes. The same Spurge is also saying. Fine. So all cubic, all quadratic equation, all any higher degree of equations must be done here. Let me just check few more questions here. Just give me 1-2 minutes. Okay, Manish is saying mock में भी था. शायद होगा. Try out this question now. They have 3 real roots. This equation, cubic equation, must be the case. When will they have 3 real roots? Okay, Suraj. Okay, Shivam. Ayushi Kalra, Danish Gaurav. Spurs versus Spurs Srivastav, Jia. Paras. Yes. Okay, here I go now. Let me take up this question. X cube minus ax square plus bx minus a is equal to 0. What must be the case so that it will get 3 real numbers? I can see that if you take x square common from here and b comes out to be 1, you'll get x minus a. plus x minus a is equal to 0. That gives you x square plus 1 into x minus a is equal to 0. So I can say there are two cases, x is equal to 1 or x square plus 1 is equal to 0 means x square is equal to minus 1. The moment you are saying x square is equal to minus 1, it gives you imaginary value, because when you take a root of minus 1, it gives you iota. Because the square root of any negative number will never be a real. That's why this is option is ruled out. So I'll say no, the option is ruled out here. This could not be your answer. Only one of them is ruled. But I want it to have all roots. So I'll say b can be any number other than 1. If b comes out to be 1, you will get 3 roots. One is real, but the 2 of them are imaginary. If you want all 3 roots to be real, b should not be equal to 1. Of course, some of you are thinking, what about a? A can be anything because it is taken as a common value here. Everything depends upon b. B should not be equal to 1. Is it fine, everyone? Please ask if there is any doubt here. Gia, what I'm saying here is, if you put b is equal to 1, you can see from here x square is common. From here also 1 is common. I can write it as a x minus a is equal to 0. You further write it x square plus 1 into x minus a is equal to 0. Now, frankly speaking, it does not matter on a. A can be any number. A can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3. It can be, find any possible value. No, Devraj, you can look at this. Now, the second thing here is that x square plus 1 should be equal to 0 because I want 3 real roots. So both of the cases should be satisfying, but how can it be possible x square plus 1 is x square is equal to minus 1? Reason, a square of a number cannot be negative. That's why I cancel it. So I say b can be any number but not 1. No, there is no method, Gaurav. The same question was asked to me by Devraj. So there is no option because you cannot apply here b square minus 4ac type of properties here. No, Paras, not really. Okay. Why not d? I can put d is equal to 1. Look here. A is equal to 1. You can write x cube minus x square plus bx minus 1 is equal to 0. If I'm keeping a b is equal to minus 1, just look at this. I'll say x square is common in the first two values. Here minus 1 is common. I can say this is minus 1. So I will be writing it as x plus 1 is equal to 0. So need not to be correct. जरूरी नहीं है, इसमें हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता. Because here it is coming out to be minus 1, here it is coming out to be plus 1. तो आपने कहा कुछ भी करोगे सर 1 मत रखना है, इसको 1 रखने में imaginary roots आते हैं. Yes, Soumya. Basically यही करना पड़ेगा because this is a cubic equation. Is that fine, Ashish Agarwal now? Okay, anyone else? Any more query? Ask. Here I go now. ठीक है, done it is. Almost every part is done. So we have done the cubic equation, the quadratic equation. Now I will be taking you back to the algebra 1. Fine. So the next part of this is functions. Y is a function of x. What does that mean? That means y depends on x. Now, sometimes they are asking a high degree of equation, but I don't think they are going to ask you something which is very tough. So a cubic equation or a fourth equation can be asked, but they must be relevant. So ठीक है यानिका, thank you. So y is father of x, y is function of x can be, सब कुछ आता है, डिपेंड करता है एग्जामिनर के मूड में. मुझे एग्जामिनर बना दोगे तो मैं तो 60% एल्जेब्रा दे दूंगा आपको. तो पारस, यू नेवर नो कि सामने वाला क्या मूड में क्या चल रहा है. सो डोंट आस्क कि बाइनोमियल आएगा या ये आएगा. एवरीथिंग कैन कम एंड it may be possible that nothing is going to be asked in exam. Fine. So here I go. Y is function of x means y is father of x. For example, if I say y is equal to x plus 1. So yes, y depends on x. Whatever the value of x you are going to put here, you are going to get the value of y. For example, y is equal to thrice of x square plus 4x minus 3. Now you can put x is equal to 0 and that gives you value of y is equal to minus 3. You put x is equal to 1, that gives you 7 minus 3, y is coming out to be 4. You put x is equal to 2, it is coming out to be 4, 3 is 12 plus 8 is 20, minus 3 is 17. Now the next value is x is equal to 3. You know 3 square is 9, 3 is 27, 27 plus 12 is 39, minus 2 is minus 3 is 36. These are the values which are going to come here. What is the difference here? What is the difference here? The difference here is 6, the difference here is 6. Do you understand? It is not the first difference which is coming out to be same here. It is the second difference which comes out to be same. That's why it is a quadratic equation. I'm sure all of you are aware of it. So y depends on x1 means by putting the value of x, you can find the value of y here. The first type of functions here is odd function. Odd function का मतलब होता है when x changes to minus x, then y also changes to minus y. These type of functions are odd functions. I'm sure it is clear. These type of functions are odd functions. But when, then there is a even function as well. Even function क्या होगा? When you replace x by minus x and y does not change. These are even function, means f of minus x is equal to fx. The value of y is not changing even if it changes x to minus x. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. ठीक है, अब जरा थोड़ा इसको देखो. Y is equal to x square plus 1. I'll say it is symmetrical about first quadrant. The even function is symmetric about y axis. Y axis के जितने left side आएगा उतना ही right side आएगा. But if you look at this, I'll say it is symmetrical in opposite quadrants. They are symmetrical in opposite quadrants. That is like this, a cubic function. So it is symmetrical in opposite quadrants means whatever is the figure is forming on the first quadrant, the same will be forming in third. Whatever is forming on the second quadrant, the same will be forming on the fourth quadrant. That is what is symmetric in opposite quadrants. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Please feel free, ask me if there is any query. Anything? हाँ पारस. इनका यूज कहाँ आता है सौम्य? इनका यूज वहां आता है जहां पर आपको कर्व ड्रॉ करना पड़े या आप जानना चाहती है कि रूट्स कैसे बिहेव करेंगे, वहां इनका यूज होगा. I'll give you, wherever you are drawing a curve, there it will be required. So y is equal to x minus 2 square. This question is from Paras. Is it an even function or odd function? Come on, can you give me the answer? Y is equal to x minus 2 square. Is it even or odd? Okay, Shiva. Duty, Manish, Danish, Devraj. Okay, Snehal, Paras. Very good, Yanika. So you are saying it can be even as well as odd. That means none of you are listening. I told you when you replace x by minus x and y does not change, it remains same. The function is even. I'll write x as a minus x minus 2. I can take minus common and write it as a x plus 2 square. Are they same? No, never. They are not same. No two of them are coming out to be same. I'll say no, it is not an even function. Is it coming out to be negative of the earlier value? No, it is also not negative of earlier value. So I'll say it is neither even nor odd function. Yes, Yanika, you are right. Is it clear? The y is not coming out to be same even if x changes to minus x, or it is also not coming as out as a minus term of some earlier equation. So that's why this is neither even nor odd function. Okay. Quadratic equation you already know. You know about cubic equation. You know about odd function. You know about even function. ठीक है, ये सारा आपको cover करा चुका हूँ. I think this part is also done. Let's take. Let me take the questions. Just 16th भी कर सकते हैं आप. ठीक है, almost सारी चीजें इसमें cover हो गई, but you will not be finding much of the question here. So let's come to the next part. I'll take now the modulus function. क्योंकि now the questions are based on mod function and log function. ठीक है. So what is mod function? Mod function is also known as the absolute value function. That it gives you absolute value, like y is equal to mod of x. I know there are two cases. If x is positive, y will be same as x, there will be no changes. But if x comes out to be negative, and you know a modulus means always positive value. If x is negative, you will attach a minus sign before it to neutralize it so that it will be giving you the positive value, plus of x. Fine. So y is equal to mod of x are not, listen to this. Y is equal to mod of x is not a function, it is a combination of two functions. First function is y is equal to x when x is greater than 0. And the second function is y is equal to minus x where x is less than 0. So when you know the value is coming out to be x less than 0, by attaching a minus sign, it will be coming out to be plus. When it is already positive, you know modulus means absolute value function. This will give you a positive value. So again, I am repeating, it is not a function, it is a combination of two different functions. This is y-axis. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. So you know the first line is y is equal to x is the first line. This is y is equal to x. I'm sure all of you can see it from here that it is only possible whenever x is greater than 0. जब x 0 से बड़ा होगा, then only this line can be drawn. So I'll say this line will not be taken. So I'll say y is equal to x whenever x is greater than 0 means from 0 onwards it is coming out to be correct. The second line is y is equal to minus x. You know when x is negative, y is positive. When x is positive, y is negative. That's why it is y is equal to minus x. Now you know y is equal to minus x is only applicable whenever x is less than 0. So less than 0 means it's a less में only it will be applicable. For positive values of x it will not satisfy. So whenever we are talking about y is equal to mod x, I know it is a mod absolute value function which comes out to be like this one. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Please ask if there is any query. That is absolute value function or modulus function. Anyone, any query, any doubt? समझ नहीं आया? ठीक है यानी का 1 मिनट. किसी और को समझ में नहीं आया? ठीक है, बाकी सबको समझ में आया. सो यानिका जी, मॉड का मतलब होता है एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू फंक्शन. मतलब मुझे डायरेक्शन से कुछ नहीं लेना. Whether a value is positive or negative, I consider all of them to be a positive value. So y is equal to mod of x actually a combination of two different functions. मतलब दो अलग-अलग equations बनती है. One is y is equal to x. You know when x is positive, so why to attach a minus sign before it. Second, you know x is a value which is less than 0. It is a negative value. You attach a minus sign before it so that it changes to the positive value. I'm sure all of us know y is equal to x is this line, means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 1, y is minus 1. So this line is y is equal to x, but this satisfy only for whenever x is greater than 0. Means this lower portion one is not going to satisfy, only this much portion is going to satisfy here. The second line is y is equal to minus x whenever x is less than 0. So I know x is positive here. इस सब के लिए x positive होगा, so it will not be coming here. This will get cancelled out. So you'll say for negative value only this is going to satisfy. So that's why it is written as a y is equal to mod of x, where it is written y is equal to x, x is greater than 0. And if it is a negative value, don't forget to attach a minus sign before it, where I say x is less than 0. Is it clear now, Yanika ji? Any question, any doubt that you have? बहुत बढ़िया, मॉड्यूलस आ गया, यही चाहता हूं मैं. अब जो नेक्स्ट है उसे कहते हैं ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन. It is known as the greatest integer function. Greatest integer function is represented by this way. For example, let me take some example. I know where x-axis, y-axis meet, that is equal to 0. Now, when x is equal to 1, greatest integer means that what is the greatest integer that you have achieved till 1? You will say 1 plus 0, which comes out to be 1. If I say x is equal to 1.79, so I'll write it as a 1 plus 0.79. What is the greatest integer of this? The greatest integer of this will come out to be 1. Okay. Iska matlab, look at this, how I can draw the graph. If x is 0, y is 0. If x is 1, 2, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.10, it will remain as a 0 only. The value of that will come out to be 0. When it comes out to be 1, but less than 2, this is coming out to be 1. When it is 2, but less than 3, this answer will come out to be 2. When it is going to lie, when we are going to take a value between 0 and minus 1, I'll say the value is coming out to be minus 1. Okay. So what is the greatest integer? If it is a 0.5, minus 0.5, आप सोचिएगा जरा. I can write minus 1 plus half. Every number that you are going to write, you will write integer plus fraction. And whatever is the largest integer which is going to satisfy here will be your answer. For example, if I write minus half, so I'll say minus 1 plus half. Don't forget this, that you will be always writing plus half. Fine. So I know whenever the value is coming out to be -1 plus half, it is always integer plus fraction. What is the greatest integer that I have come here? I will say that comes out to be -1. So मुझे पता है here it will be coming out to be -1. This value will come out to be -1. For example, if you are writing -3.5, ध्यान से सुनिएगा. This is -3.5. I will write it as a -4 plus 0.5. Look here, this is also coming out to be integer plus fraction. Minus नहीं कर रहे आप, plus कर रहे हैं. So what is the greatest integer that is coming here? So I'm saying anything which is greater than -1 and less than 0, I'll take that as a -1. Anything which lies between -1 and -2, I'll say that is -2. This is -2. This is -1. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2, and so on and so forth. So I'm sure all of you can find out the greatest integer function. Can anyone tell me what is the greatest integer of 3.7 that you're going to get? What is greatest integer of 3.7? Come on, everyone. Snehal, Gaurav, Gunjan, Sir, Suraj, Danish, Paras, almost everyone. Dyuti, Shivam Gupta, Ashish Agarwal, Siddhant Tandon. Jia has given the answer. कुछ लोग तो बोलेंगे नहीं. क्या हो गया यार? I can write it as a 3 plus 0.7. That comes out to be 3. Soumya Gupta, what happened to you? Do you find it to be -3.7? Devraj Agarwal, any number that exists here will carry two things. One is integer and second is fraction. Okay, fine, Devraj, not an issue. So when you are taking the greatest integer function of anything, you will write only integer here. For example, in 3.7, you can break this 3.7 as a 3 plus 0.7, my dear. This is integer, this is fraction. The largest value coming here is 3. For example, if it is 2.99, then also you will write it as a 2 plus 0.99. What is the greatest integer that you have covered? I will say 2. Now, but if I'm writing x is equal to -4.1, this will be wrong. Why? Because I said it needs to be written as a plus integer. Either you write -4 minus 0.1 or you write -5 plus 0.9. As I said that plus is a sign which is going to come here. Don't write this, write it. So I'll say the answer is coming out to be -5. Is it fine now? Devraj? Soumya Gupta, what about you? Okay, very nice. So yeah, एक चीज और है, मतलब इसके बाद तो I think all of you can understand this. I'm sure all of you know about number line. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Similarly, this is -1, this is -2, -3. I'm sure all of you know the number increases from left to right. If there is a value which is given here, that is -0.9. So I know -0.9 will come here. What is the greatest integer that you have covered so far? सबसे बड़ा integer -0.9 में I think you have covered -1 plus 0.1, which give you greatest integer is -1. If I'm saying it is -3.8, I will say -3.8 will be coming somewhere here. So -3.8 is -4 plus 0.2. वैसे भी देखिए, if you are drawing a line from left to right, -3.8 will come here. What is the largest integer that you have covered? I'll say -4. If you are writing a number as a 3.1, I'll say the value is increasing from left to right. What is the greatest integer that you have got here? We'll say 3. This is your answer. Ashish Agarwal. In case of 3.5 also, I think it will come out to be 3. अरे पारस, इसलिए तो इतनी मेहनत करके बता रहा हूँ यार, तुम फिर भी वही गलती कर रहे हो. लेफ्ट वाली टर्म, अच्छा -4.5 में क्या ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर -4 हो जाएगा? आशीष अग्रवाल, -4.5 का मतलब होता है, लुक हियर, दिस इज नंबर लाइन, दिस इज 0. -4.5 is here. What is the greatest integer that you have covered? The integer increases from left to right. तो अगर आप दौड़ते हुए आ रहे हो, आप -4.5 पे पहुंचे, what is the largest integer that you covered? -5, खत्म. So I write -5 plus 0.5. हाँ, नंबर लाइन पे लेफ्ट वाला ही लेंगे. So that comes out to be -5 here. Okay. I'm sure it is also clear to all of you. Would you like to answer question number 31st here? Try to answer question number 31st. I'm sure it must be discussed in class as well, but you can try it now. So there I go. Please pay your attention here now. L of xy is greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of y plus greatest integer of x plus y. Fine. पहले तो पारस का ही जो लिखा है उसको प्रूव करेंगे कि वो सही है या गलत. So what I do is, first case is all of them are integer. Both x and y belongs to integer. ले लो आप कोई number, x is 2, y is 3. I know lxy is coming out to be what? 2 ka 2, 3 ka 3, 2 plus 3, 5, which comes out to be 10. Rxy will come out to be twice of 2 plus twice of 3. That comes out to be 10, which is also satisfied. So I'll say yes, the people who are saying B is the answer will be wrong because the values may be equal. In fact, in case of integer, all of them are coming out to be same. I'm sure it is clear. Now here the important point is twice of some number. I know whenever x is a number which is integer plus more than 0.5, this is 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, any of these numbers. When you double them, integer will be also double. Plus it will generate one more. 0.5 ka double is 1, 0.6 ka double is 1.2, which gives you 1. So the greatest integer of 2x will be giving you twice of integer plus 1. Similarly, greatest integer of 2y will be going to give you twice of integer plus 1. When y is also a number which is integer plus 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, so on. Now look at x plus y plus greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of y. I know greatest integer of x is going to give you integer only. Greatest integer of y is integer only. If both the value is more than 0.5, I will say the first integer will come, the second integer will come, plus I will get one more value. I'm sure it is clear. So I1 is doubled, I2 is doubled plus 1. So here what is coming here is, it is twice of I1 plus 1, twice of I2 plus 1, and one value is I1 plus I2 plus 1, plus I1 plus I2. So I know this value, the one that is you are going to double will be always more than that. Means R is more than L. For example, x is 2.7 and y is equal to 3.8. Just put these values in equation and say which one is coming out to be greater. I'm sure you will understand that R will be more than L here. Is it fine? So my answer will come out to be option number C is correct. Fine, this is possible. But वो तो कह रहा है impossible है. तो equal भी हो सकता है, greater भी हो सकता है, but it is always possible that this value is not less than this. तो कुछ भी होगा, it will be equal or it will be greater, but it will never be, L is never more than Rxy. Is it fine? For the positive real number, of course, not for the negative one. For the positive numbers, please ask if there is any doubt here. So the answer will be D option here. Soumya, is it clear? Which is impossible to find. So you can find them to be equal. You can say R is more than L. But yes, it is impossible that L is more than right. Anyone, I'm waiting for your doubt. You can ask. Just shoot your doubt. Okay. How is B wrong? स्नेहल B wrong तो पहले ही हो गया जब आपने इंटीजर रखा. So they are coming out to be equal. तो what is possible? ये वाला हो गया. तो आपने कहा what is impossible. आप कह रहे हैं वो कभी बराबर नहीं हो सकता. आप देखिए ना यहाँ पर बराबर नहीं हो रहा. When R is coming out to be more than L, do you think that they are coming out to be equal? They are saying that they cannot be equal. Okay, what is impossible? They cannot be also equal. R is more than L will be the same as this one, that they are not equal. Is it clear, Sneha? Now, what I was telling here is, I'm saying the two numbers that you are taking is, take them more than 0.5. So one is 9.6 and second is 9.8. So greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of y plus greatest integer of 9.8 plus 7.6. I would like to tell you this is 7, this is 9. Here 9 plus 7 will come, but you will get one more. Why one more is 0.8 plus 0.6 is 1.4. So this is the value of L. But in case of R, if the value is more than 0.6, 0.5, the number is going to double, plus it will be going to increase by 1. So this is also going to increase by what? It is also going to increase by 1. So that is 7 2s are 14 plus 1 is 15. 9.5 ka double is 9 points, 9.5 ka double is 19 point something. So 19 plus 15 will come out to be 34 is the value which is coming. Is it fine? While this is coming out to be 9 plus 7 is 16, 32 plus 1 is 33 is the value. So I know that Rxy is greater than Lxy, L can be less. So when you are saying they are not equal, yes, when R is more than L, the values will not be equal. Clear? They will be coming out to be same. मैं क्या करना पारस? If you are taking 4.2 and 3.1, greatest integer function. देखो अभी बताता हूँ 4. इसका greatest integer 3. इन दोनों का sum कितना होगा? Sum will be 7.3. That will be 7. 7 plus 4 plus 3 is coming out to be 40. Okay. The next point is, what if the other value twice of a number which is 4.2 plus thrice of a number which is 3.1. So when you are going to double it, it is 8.4 because the value is not going to touch 1 क्योंकि 0.5 का double ही 1 होता है. तो whenever it is more than 0.5, it gives you one extra value. So you'll say only integer का double is coming. Here it is 6.2. So I'll say 8 plus 6 is coming out to be 14. Is it fine now? Clear? ठीक है. Just a second, give me a few minutes. Let me take out some questions based on that. Base and modulus. Okay. So let's do some more questions based on this. इसके ऊपर तो almost सारे question हो गए होंगे मेरे ख्याल से. Not many questions are asked. Sometime it is 1 or 2 questions going to be asked. Now then I give you also one more way to get the answer of them. What if mod of x plus 1 plus mod of x plus 3 is equal to 12 here? Find out the value of x. Mod of x plus 1 plus mod of x plus 3 is equal to 12. What is the value of x that satisfies here? Come on. You try it because many of you have already done. Then I will start. Don't worry. It's my turn to do it. So what I'm supposed to do, I will surely do it. Okay, very good. I'm expecting some more answer. Be fast, everyone. Come on, few more are left. Most of the people have given their answers. Good to see that. Come on, few more left. Be fast. कुछ लोग तो सोच के बैठेंगे, कुछ नहीं करेंगे. You have 10 more seconds. Please be fast. Okay, here I go. So finally, there are only 5 people who did not answer. Yes, 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 very good. Very nice. Here I go. Now you can cross check your answer. There is a distance formula. In length, we discuss about this one. There's mod of x plus 1. The first thing you need to do is put it equal to 0. You'll get x is equal to -1 is a point here. Second is mod of x plus 3. Put them equal to 0. You will get another point -3. So what I assume is that there are two values which are lying on number line. One is -1, second is -3. Now the distance between them is 2 kilometers. If they are going to meet anywhere in between this, the sum of the distance traveled by them will be 2 kilometers, and that will be your answer. So I know the distance traveled is not 2, it is 12 written here. So say that one is Siddhant and second is Manish. So Siddhant is here and Manish is here. They plan to have a party after traveling total equal constant value is the distance that they plan to travel. No. So what happened is Siddhant and Manish, if they are meeting anywhere in between this, they will travel 2 kilometer distance. So what is possibility? Siddhant says we cannot have a party in between this because the distance need to be traveled is coming out of each one. So Arjun, what happened is Siddhant goes to Manish's place after traveling 2 kilometers. And then both of them will travel 10 kilometers. So each one will travel 5 kilometers. So I'll say -3 plus 5 will come out to be 2. Your answer will come out to be 2. One answer is 2. I'll say x is equal to 2 is the answer. Fine. Very good. Siddhant, is it clear now? The second case is Manish is reaching to Siddhant's place after traveling 2 kilometers. But the distance to be traveled is not 2, it is 12. So 2 people are together for a party. They should be together. They are supposed to travel 10. Can I say 5 each is traveled by them in negative direction? Because Manish has traveled towards his left, so they cannot go again back to the right. So both of them are moving towards this side. I'll say the other answer is -6. So I'll say there are two values. One is 2 and second is -6 are the two solution of this equation. हाँ जी बोलो -3 -5 -5 क्यों आएगा शिवम गुप्ता? राइट साइड में जा रहा तो ये पॉजिटिव नहीं होता? अगर आप -2 लेते हो, -3 के बाद -2 आते हैं तो प्लस करता है ना यार उसको।
सर आपने
माइनस तो लेफ्ट साइड में होता है।
आपने -1 लेफ्ट साइड पे ले लिया है।
अच्छा सॉरी, सो इट इज sorry, it is -3 and this is -1. So if one is coming here traveling 2 kilometer and then he is moving in this side and he is going to travel how much? The distance traveled by him is equal to kitna? Total kitna tha? 12 tha. So 5 of that is to be traveled. 5 of this is -1 plus 5 will come out to be +4. Yes, the answer is 4. So what is this? Okay, Snehal. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 plus 5 is coming out to be 12, which is satisfying here. -3, when this -1 is coming at -3, he will travel 2 kilometers. And 10 more is to be traveled by 2 guys towards their left. So I'll say when they are moving in their left, they will travel 5 more. So -3 में -5 करोगे तो -8 will be one solution. Yes, that is correct. So answer is -8 and +4. I hope it is clear. You want to put the -8? -8 plus 1 is -7. Mod of that is 7. -8 plus 3 is 5. That is -5. Mod of that is 5. 7 plus 5 is coming out of it. So your answer is 12 here. दानिश सबका तब देखा जाएगा। अभी समझ में आया आपको? Okay. No, there was no y, there was x only. So if it is x -3 plus mod of x plus 5 is equal to 8, can you find out the value of x which is going to satisfy it? In fact, you can tell me how many values will satisfy this equation. Come on, answer it. Danish, then I will take your example 2x plus 1. But still it is better, Arjun. Most of the people are saying that there are 8 solutions here. Okay, Dia is saying 9 solutions are there. Ashish has given 2 values here, -5 and 3. I would request everyone, please pay attention here now. Intentionally, I have taken this value, put them equal to 0. You will get x is equal to -5, you will get x is equal to +3. You plan that they will travel 8 kilometers to have a party. The distance between them is also 8 kilometers. So wherever they meet, they will have a party. The distance between 2 houses is 8. When they are going to meet, 2 people is 8. Wherever they meet, I will say they can have a party. So we will have all those values from -5 to +3, which will satisfy here. So Snehal, I can understand that less than equal to or greater than or equal to were not the symbol which are available there on the keyboard. Otherwise, the answer will not be that, it will be -5 to +3. And there are infinite number of solutions which are going to come here because there can be value like -4.7132. All of these values are going to satisfy there. Fine. So it is not 9, it is infinite solution. You can see it is a range of values which are going to satisfy you. Everyone clear? इंटीजर होता पारस तो 9 होता, 0 को कहां भूल गए आप? अरे भैया -1 to -5 5, 1 2 3 3, and there will be 1 at 0. Count करो -5 -4 -3 -2 -1 0 1 2 3. So how many solutions are coming out to be there? 5 plus 4 is 9. Fine, Paras. Okay. Fine. ठीक है. Now there was a question. काउंट में गलती होती है, होनी तो नहीं चाहिए थी यार. No more mod questions are there. Just waiting for some. Okay. So almost every question has been taken. Let's take one question from my side. I don't know about. Yes, this needs to be done, Yanika. सब कुछ छोड़ दो लेकिन algebra मत छोड़ना. So twice of x plus 3 plus thrice of x minus 1 is equal to 15. Find out how many values will satisfy for x. How many values will satisfy for x? Come on, get the answer. I want the answers. How many solutions, Suraj? How many possible number of solutions that you will get? Okay, Sneha. Okay, Gaurav, Ashish. Okay, Ashish Agarwal. यही तो खतरनाक है इसमें, कब इनफाइनाइट और कब फाइनाइट आ जाता है. It's very difficult to get the answer. Here I go. I would say please pay everyone attention here. I'll put all of these modulus value to be zero. One is 1 and second is minus 3. There are two people A and B at minus 3. There are three people C, D, E are at plus 1. The sum of the distance traveled by them is equal to 15. The distance between them is 4 kilometers. If these two people go here, they will travel 8 kilometers. And then they will be moving in this direction. 15 kilometers is the distance given. So both of them are going to travel 4, 4 2s are 8, plus 7 is 15. So I'll say from 1, these 5 people will travel 7 more. So that is coming out to be 2.4 is one of the value which will satisfy it. X is equal to 2.4. The second is all these three people are coming here. They will travel a total of 12 kilometers because each one is traveling 4. So all three of them are going to travel 12 kilometers. If they're going beyond it, I know each one is supposed to travel how much? 1 kilometer, because total distance to be traveled is what? 5. So I'll say 1 kilometer is to be traveled here, which is -4. Now let me prove that they are correct. Put -4 here. -4 plus 3 is -1. -4 minus 1 is -5. 5 3s are 15. And this is coming out to be, is that fine? -3 is 4 3s are 12, sorry. 12 plus this is, if we are putting -3 here, this is coming out to be -4. -4 is modulus of that is 4. 4 3s are 12. At -3 it is coming out to be 0. I'll say the answer is coming out to be 12. आपने कहा सर लेकिन 12 नहीं, मुझे तो 15 चाहिए. So I'll say all of these 5 people are going to travel this one. So my answer will come out to be x is equal to 2.4. And the second value of x is coming out to be how much? -4. One is 2.4, second is -4. Is it clear, everyone? Please look at this. Ask me if there is any question. So
Sir,
no
please
infinite
repeat.
solution. People who are saying infinite solution, no, they are not infinite solution. Yes, sir.
Please repeat.
Okay, fine. Many of the people are saying to repeat it. Okay, Gaurav. Here I go. Gaurav, just give me a few minutes. Yeah, that will be 4. No. Look here. I'll put them equal to 0. One is at -3, second is +1. The distance between them is 4. At +1, it is 3 people, X, Y, Z. At -3, there are 2 people, A and B. If all 3 of them are going to travel here, they will travel total 12 kilometer distance. This is 12 kilometer distance traveled by X, Y, Z. Why? The distance between them is 4. You want them to travel 15. So I'll say one more is to be traveled, sorry, 15 is 3 more is to be traveled by 5 people. So -3, say -3 by 5, that is -3.6. Yes, Gaurav, you are right. So that will be the value which is going to come here, which is -3.6, because there are 5 people and the distance that they have already traveled is 12 kilometer. I will say, listen to this. These 3 people have already traveled 4 3s are 12 kilometer. 3 more is to be traveled by 5 people. That is 3 by 5, which is 0.6. So 3.6 will be your answer. The second is, okay, fine, Suraj. -3, the people at -3 are also moving towards +1. 2 people are going here, they will travel 8 kilometers. 7 more is to be traveled by 5 people. Now it is X, Y, Z and AB are also coming here. So 5 people are going to travel 7 more. So 5 by 7 is coming out to be what? It is coming out to be 1.4 more. So they were already coming at 1 plus 1.4 more is to be traveled by each one. The answer is 2.4. One is 2.4, second is -3.6. Is it fine now to everyone? Please look at it and answer. Anything? ठीक है, तो मॉड मेरे ख्याल से काफी हद तक क्लियर हो जाना चाहिए आपको. ठीक है, एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन. Twice of x plus 7 plus thrice of x minus 1. This 3 is outside, but this 2 is inside the modulus. So mod of 2x plus 7 plus thrice is outside. Mod of x minus 1 is equal to 12. Find the value of x which will satisfy here. Okay. I think after this you will be very comfortable with it. Any answer? That's why I've given such a very good. Paras, Soumya, Devraj, Suraj Nandi has given me the answer. Soumya, there will be only one answer. Paras, would you like to check your answer again? Devraj and Suraj answer are matching. Shivam Gupta, no. Gaurav. कौन से दो solution थे Gaurav? Very good. Here is the number line. I request all of you to please pay attention here. Good, Manish. Put them equal to 0. If you put them equal to 0, it is minus 7 by 2. That is minus 3.5. If you put them equal to 0, it is plus 1. 12 kilometers, what they are going to travel. Now, when you take 2 here, I request all of you to please look at this. So there are two friends A and B here at minus 3.5. And there's a friend at 1, that is C. If both of them are going, A and B are going to C, they will travel 4.5. 4.5 ka double is 9 kilometers distance traveled by AB to reach here. No, they cannot have a party here because total is coming out to be 12. Fine. Now, all three of them are there and they are supposed to travel. Listen here. Two friends A and B are at minus 3.5 here. They go from here to here, which comes out to be 4.5. Each one is going to travel. Two people are going, they will travel 9. No, the party cannot be inside this. 3 more is to be traveled by them in this direction. Should I say the answer? Come on, wait. Okay. Very nice. So 1 kilometer is there. Yeah, you are right. Sorry. 3 is here. So it is C, D, E. 3 people are coming here. Forget this 3. There are 3 people who are coming here. So it is C, D, E which are coming here. Yeah, Yanika, please wait. And we will discuss about this. Kya chodna, kya nahi chodna. Because of this, my half of attention is on the chat box. So it is C, D, E are 3 people who are here because it is multiplying with 3 and this is multiplying with 2. That's why 2 people are there. So now 9 kilometers is already traveled. 3 more is to be traveled not by 1, 2, 3, but by 5 people because both A and B are also here and C, D are also here. So it is 3 people going to 3 kilometer traveled by 5 people. I'll say 0.6 is the value which is going to come. And that gives you your answer as a 1.6. Yes, it is right. I think 2, 3 of you have given the answer. Gaurav, then it is Manish, Suraj, and Devraj has got this answer. Now the next part of this is that all 3 of them are going to come here. If all 3 of them are going to come here, the distance between them is 4.5. Listen to this now. If 3 is going to be multiplying this, it is coming out to be 13.5, which is more than 12. So they cannot have a party beyond minus 3.5. Is that fine, everyone? So I'll say the party must be somewhere here. I don't know where, but it will be here. The total distance between them is 4.5. If one travels D distance, these 2 guys travel D distance, the rest of them are going to travel 4.5 minus D distance. Is it fine, everyone there? So 2 people, A and B, are going to travel D distance. 5 of them are going to travel 4.5 minus D distance, which comes out to be 12 kilometer overall. So I'll say it is 2D minus 3D is minus D. Plus this is coming out to be 13.5 is equal to 12. So I'll say D will come out to be 13.5 minus 12. That is 1.5. So the answer will come out to be 1.5 on this direction. So which comes out to be minus 2. So look here, if you are putting minus 2, please look at this. Minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 7 is 3. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. 3 3s are 9. My dear, it is satisfying. So the answer will not be coming beyond it. I'm sure now everyone understands it. The answer will be coming here. I need to find out D, which is 1.5 more than minus 3.5 plus 1.5. The answer will come out to be minus 2. Is it fine, everyone there? Shivam, Paras, Soumya,
सर बट
देवराज, सूरज,
इक्वेशन में -3.2 भी सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है।
-3.2 सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है। अभी बताते हैं सर, आप टेंशन मत लीजिए, बिल्कुल आप कह रहे हैं तो सेटिस्फाई कर रहा होगा। -3.2 into 2 is -6.4 plus 7 is 0.6. Here it is thrice of -3.2 minus 1 is -4.6. 6 minus 12.6. Minus 12.6. Mod of that is 12.6. Plus 0.6 is 13.2, which is not satisfying here. आप mod लेना भूल गए साहब। mod का मतलब होता है the value cannot be negative, it has to be always positive.
Okay,
Yes. Is it clear, Suraj, now why it is not -3? Acha, you also got it minus. Is it clear, Suraj, or you still have a query? Do you want me to put in this value there in the equation? I have already put though -3.2. Do you want me to repeat that? Okay, not an issue. So first is erase all this. This is what is given here. That if you put it equal to 0, you get to know that there are two people, because twice of common is it is x plus 3.5. So I'll say there are two people A and B at -3.5. Take out 3. So at 1 it is C, D, E. 3 people are here. They plan to have a party after traveling 12 kilometers. So what happened is these two guys reaches here. -3.5. Here it is 0. Look here. This is 3.5 distance. This is one distance. So I'll say overall it is 4.5 kilometer distance. If two guys go there, you will get 9. After 9, you want to travel total 12. So 3 more is to be traveled by 5 people, which is coming out to be 0.6. I'll say because I'm moving in this direction, it is plus 1 plus 0.6 is 1.6. The second case is all 3 of them are going to come here. I know 4.5 is kilometers distance. If 3 is going to travel, it is 13.5. 13.5 is certainly more than 12. So you know they are not going to have a party beyond -3.5. On the left side when yoga, it will be somewhere in between. I don't know where the party is happening. Let's imagine this point to be X, where they are going to have a party. The distance between them is D. And here it is 4.5 minus 2. Now 2 of the people are going to travel, A and B are going to travel distance D, I'll say 2D. And 3 of C, D, E are going to travel 4.5 minus 2. The total distance that I expect them to travel is 12. So what I'll do is, I'll say 2D plus 13.5 minus 3D is equal to 12. So minus D is equal to this 12 minus 13.5. That D is coming out to be 1.5. So I know this distance is 1.5 here. They're going to have a party. On right hand side, if you are moving, whenever you are moving on right hand side, you will add the value. Plus 1.5 is minus 2. So minus 2 is a value, my dear, which is satisfying. Minus 2 into 2 is minus 4 plus 7 is 3. Mod of that is 3. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Mod of that is 3 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. So I'll say yes, the value is satisfying here. Is it fine, Suraj, now? Fine. So I think it is sufficient to all of you. In next class tomorrow, I think you have algebra as well. In tomorrow's session, we will discuss about arithmetic progression, log. Yes, progression and log is what we will do tomorrow. Fine. Okay, thank you.
Sir?
Bye. Yeah.
ऐड क्वेश्चन सर, आप जैसे एक क्वेश्चन था ना जहाँ पे आप कह रहे थे कि बीच में आएगा रेंज के तो वो वहीं पे पार्टी करेंगे।
हम्म,
सर ये वो वाला क्वेश्चन नहीं बना?
बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। ये तब होता क्वेश्चन और मैं कहता if you put them equal to 0 you will get 1 and 6. The distance between two guys is coming out to be 5 kilometer and you expect them to travel 5 kilometer. तो मुझे पता है जहां भी मिलेंगे वहीं पार्टी कर लेंगे यार. The sum of the distances traveled by them at any point will come out to be 5 kilometer. ये वाला क्वेश्चन था. Is it fine?
सर उसमें और इसमें क्या फर्क है?
बहुत फर्क है यार इसमें बहुत फर्क है. बता रहा हूँ, सॉरी अनडू कर रहा हूँ तो इट विल टेक सम टाइम. अब देखो इसमें क्या फर्क है साहब. यहाँ पर एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे इट इज कमिंग आउट ऑफ डिस्टेंस. देयर आर 3 पीपल. एक ने भी पैर पीछे करा और 2 लोगों ने आगे चला तो इट विल बी कमिंग आउट ऑफ लेस देन 12. एक ने भी आगे पैर बढ़ाया. इन तीनों ने अगर थोड़ा सा भी एक पॉइंट भी आगे बढ़ाया, earlier which was traveled by 2 people, if 3 of them are going to travel, which will be more. So that is the reason why there will be no infinite solutions which are coming here. देखो आपने कहा 2 लोग यहाँ पहुंचे, 3 लोग यहाँ पहुंचे. ओवरऑल डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इज 12. अगर एक आदमी भी एक पॉइंट पीछे, ये दोनों अगर एक पॉइंट पीछे घटाते हैं और ये तीनों 1 पॉइंट मोर कवर करते हैं, डू यू थिंक दैट द डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड बाय देम विल बी सेम? नहीं ना. आपने टोटल 1 किलोमीटर इज क्विट बाय 2 पीपल, but 3 people are acquiring 1 kilometer, so it will be going to give you +1 effectively. So 12 की जगह 13 will be your answer. That is the reason I cannot do it.
अच्छा मतलब मल्टीपल लोग होंगे तो फिर नहीं होगा ये
Yes.
possible.
मतलब फिर कुछ और कंस्ट्रेंट होना चाहिए तो पॉसिबल होगा. You need to think that even if one point is changed, if if 2 of us are living some distance and 3 people will be covering that same distance, how can that be same?
Okay sir.
Okay. First versus कहता sir we can say infinite case तभी होता है जब x की वैल्यू 0 सेटिस्फाई करे. नहीं, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि जब ऐसी वैल्यू ऑफ x for which it will be always satisfied. For example, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको कहा x mod of x plus mod of y is equal to, or mod of x minus 1 plus mod of x minus 3 is coming out to be 2. I know the people are located at 1 and 3 point. The distance between them is 2. They meet anywhere that sum of the distances comes out to be 2. So I'll say any solution between 1 and 3, any value between 1 and 3 will be your solution. Is it fine? First versus fine. ठीक है, चलो. See you, and in the evening I will have the quant class, the analysis of quant. So see you at evening, see you at 9 o'clock. Fine. Okay, thank you. Bye everyone.